If you are a senior dealing with hands and feet that feel like blocks of ice no matter how warm the room is, if you are waking up at night with that awful tingling and numbness that just will not quit, or if you are looking down at your ankles and seeing them puffed up and swollen by the end of every single day, I need you to stop what you are doing and pay close attention right now. Because these are not just normal parts of getting older, these are serious warning signs of poor circulation. And once you cross the age of 60, ignoring them is not just uncomfortable, it is genuinely dangerous. Poor circulation dramatically raises your risk of developing blood clots, suffering a stroke, and in the worst cases, it can even lead to amputation. That is not me trying to scare you, that is just the truth. But here is something most doctors will never get around to telling you in a quick 15-minute office visit. There is one surprisingly powerful, completely natural drink you can make right in your own kitchen that can start improving your circulation within just minutes of drinking it. It works by flipping a switch inside your body, turning on your natural ability to produce something called nitric oxide. And when you pair this simple daily drink with one easy 5-minute activity I am going to share with you at the very end of this video, that circulation boost multiplies several times over. Together, they create a powerful synergy inside your body that can bring real warmth back to your fingers and toes, visibly reduce the swelling in your legs, and restore the kind of energy you honestly thought was gone for good. I am Dr. Michael Kent. I have spent my entire career helping men and women over the age of 60 improve their health using the power of natural medicine. Drop a comment below and tell me where in the world you are watching from today. And if you are personally dealing with circulation problems right now, type the letter A and the number 1 in the comments. If you are just here for prevention, type the number 0. I genuinely want to know who I am helping so I can keep making the right videos for you. Now let us get into it. The warning signs you should never ignore. Before we make the drink, I want to walk you through the most common symptoms of poor circulation. Learning to recognize these early could honestly save your life. The first and most common symptom is persistently cold hands and feet. And I am not talking about feeling a little chilly when you step outside without a jacket. I am talking about hands and feet that feel like frozen blocks of ice even when you are sitting in a perfectly warm living room. I am talking about wearing thick wool socks to bed and still feeling like your toes are freezing solid while everyone else in the house is comfortable. This happens because your warm, oxygen-rich blood is simply not reaching the far ends of your body the way it should. Think of your blood like the heating system in your home. Right now, the heat just is not reaching those back rooms. The second symptom is numbness and tingling in your hands and feet. A lot of my patients describe it as feeling like 1,000 tiny pins and needles are poking at them constantly. Or they say it feels like when your foot falls asleep after you sit on it wrong, except this feeling does not go away after a minute. It happens while you are just sitting still watching television. It happens while you are reading. That is your nervous system sending out a distress signal. Your nerves are not getting enough oxygen-rich blood, and they are begging your brain for help. The third symptom is heavy swelling in your ankles, calves, and sometimes your hands. You might notice your wedding ring suddenly feels too tight to pull off, or your shoes are leaving deep, painful marks in your skin at the end of the day. This swelling happens because your circulation is so weak that the fluid in your body cannot be pumped back up to your heart the way it should. Gravity pulls it down, and it just sits there and builds up in your legs and feet because the blood flow is not strong enough to carry it away. The fourth symptom is leg pain and cramping when you walk. Doctors call this claudication. It is extremely common in people over 60, and it is deeply frustrating to live with. Think of your leg muscles like a car engine. When you start walking, that engine needs fuel. For your muscles, that fuel is oxygen delivered by your blood. When circulation is poor, your muscles get starved of oxygen the moment you start moving. They seize up, they cramp, they force you to sit down and wait until your sluggish blood can slowly catch back up. And the fifth symptom is restless leg syndrome. That deeply uncomfortable, maddening feeling deep inside your legs at night, like a crawling or itching sensation inside the muscle itself, that makes you kick and stretch and shift around in bed just to get 1 second of relief. If you are losing sleep over this, your circulation is a big part of why. If you are experiencing any combination of these symptoms, cold toes, numb hands, swollen ankles, leg cramps, restless legs, your body is telling you something important. Type the word circulation in the comments right now if any of these sound familiar. You are going to see how many other people are dealing with the exact same thing, and you will know you are not alone. Why is this happening to you? My patients ask me this all the time. Dr. Kent, why do I have such terrible circulation? What is actually causing all of this? There are three main reasons that specifically target people over the age of 60. The first and biggest culprit is a nitric oxide deficiency. Nitric oxide is a natural chemical your body produces on its own. It works as what we call a vasodilator, a fancy word that simply means it relaxes and opens up your blood vessels so blood can flow through them easily. It turns your blood vessels from tight, narrow straws into wide-open garden hoses. The problem is that after age 60, your body produces about 50% less nitric oxide than it did when you were younger. 50% less. So millions of seniors are walking around with blood vessels that are constantly squeezed tight, and that is exactly what causes your freezing cold hands and your cramping legs. The second major reason is a sluggish thyroid. If you have hypothyroidism, meaning your thyroid is underactive and not producing enough hormones, it will absolutely wreck your circulation and lead to every single symptom we just talked about. Your thyroid is basically the master thermostat and gas pedal for your entire body. When those thyroid hormones drop too low, your whole system slows down, including your heart rate and the speed at which blood flows out to your hands and feet. This problem is incredibly common in women over 60, and it often goes completely undiagnosed for years. The third major reason is chronic inflammation. Hidden inflammation throughout your body acts like thick sludge in your blood. It makes your blood sticky and slow-moving instead of thin and free-flowing. It makes your blood vessel walls stiff and hard instead of soft and flexible. This creates the perfect storm for terrible circulation. And after the age of 60, this low-grade chronic inflammation becomes a quiet threat that affects nearly every system in your body. Now that you know the real reasons behind your symptoms, let us talk about how to fight back. The ingredients and why each one works. Before I give you the recipe, I want you to understand exactly what you are putting in your body and why it works. You deserve to know the science, not just the instructions. Ingredient number 1, raw beetroot juice. Beets are an absolute powerhouse. They are naturally loaded with dietary nitrates. When you drink those nitrates, your body converts them directly into the nitric oxide we talked about. The very thing your body is no longer making enough of on its own. This forces your blood vessels to open up wide and sends a rush of warm blood straight down into your arms and legs. Clinical studies consistently show that the natural nitrates in beetroot juice significantly improve blood circulation in older adults, and they do it fast. Ingredient number 2, fresh ginger. Ginger has been used as natural medicine for thousands of years, and it earns every bit of that reputation. It works in two powerful ways. First, it contains strong anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce the hidden swelling inside the walls of your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely. Second, ginger naturally heats your body from the inside out. If you are sitting there right now with ice-cold fingers and toes, fresh ginger is going to feel like a miracle. It opens blood vessels naturally without the side effects that come with prescription pills. Ingredient number 3, pomegranate juice. Pomegranates are packed with some of the most powerful antioxidants found in any food on Earth. These compounds promote the opening of blood vessels by boosting the levels of nitric oxide in your blood. Research clearly shows that pure pomegranate juice creates a significant spike in natural nitric oxide production, which directly transforms blood flow into your arms and legs. For seniors specifically, this ingredient is especially important because those same antioxidants also protect your arteries from the dangerous plaque buildup that leads to heart attacks. Ingredient number 4, turmeric. Turmeric contains a legendary anti-inflammatory compound called curcumin. Curcumin goes to work against the systemic inflammation in your body. By bringing that inflammation down, it helps your blood vessels relax and allows blood to flow smoothly all the way out to your fingertips and toes. On top of that, turmeric is scientifically proven to help prevent blood platelets from sticking together, which directly reduces your risk of dangerous blood clots. For seniors at higher risk of stroke, this is not a small thing. This is life-saving. Ingredient number 5, fresh lemon juice. Most people think of lemons as just a flavor, but fresh lemon is a rich source of highly absorbable vitamin C. That vitamin C keeps the walls of your blood vessels strong, flexible, and healthy, so they do not become stiff and brittle over time. And vitamin C also directly supports and protects the nitric oxide levels in your bloodstream, helping everything else in this drink work even better. Every single ingredient in this drink is working together toward the same goal. They are not just covering up your symptoms, they are going after the actual root causes of your poor circulation. How to make the drink? This takes less than 5 minutes, and the only equipment you need is a standard kitchen blender. Start with half a cup of pure, unsweetened beetroot juice. If you prefer, you can chop up half a cup of raw beets and throw them straight in the blender. Leave the skin on. That is where a huge amount of the healing nutrients live. Next, add 1 tablespoon of pure pomegranate juice. Or toss in a small handful of fresh pomegranate seeds. Fresh is always better because you get the living enzymes along with the nutrients. After that, take a fresh ginger root and grate. 1 heaping teaspoon stir directly into the blender. Fresh wet ginger root is far more potent than dried powder, so do your best to use the real thing. Then add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Squeeze out 1 full teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. From a real lemon, not the bottled stuff. Always use a real lemon. Finally, pour in half a cup of clean water to help everything blend together. If you want an extra boost of hydration and electrolytes, use coconut water instead of regular water. Blend everything on high until it is completely smooth. You can drink it thick like a smoothie. Or if you want it thinner, just pour it through a metal strainer into your glass. Either way works perfectly fine. Just pick whatever texture feels right to you. Nurse, when to drink it and the secret that makes it all work. The absolute best time to drink this is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. When you wake up after a full night of fasting, your body is primed and ready to absorb nutrients. Getting this drink into your system right away gives you a big surge of warm energy and sets your blood flowing powerfully for the rest of the day. Drink your glass, then wait about 20 to 30 minutes before eating your regular breakfast. Now here's the bonus tip I promised you at the beginning, and this is honestly where the real magic happens. As soon as you finish the drink, while your stomach is still empty, do just 5 to 10 minutes of very light, gentle physical movement. This is the secret that multiplies everything. The drink fills your body with the raw materials to produce nitric oxide. But the physical movement is the spark that actually ignites that production and amplifies the blood vessel opening effect by several times over. You do not need a gym. You do not need equipment. Stand in your living room and do 5 to 10 slow, gentle squats while holding the back of a sturdy chair for safety. Or do some light marching in place, gently lifting your knees up one at a time in front of your television. Even big, gentle arm circles work beautifully to get things moving. This simple movement powerfully boosts the immediate production of nitric oxide and supercharges every benefit from the drink you just had. Together, the drink and the movement create an unstoppable team inside your body. So many of my real patients report feeling genuine warmth returning to their cold hands and feet within just 15 to 20 minutes of completing this morning routine. Important safety information before you start. Please read this before you run to the grocery store. If you are currently taking prescription blood thinners, talk to your doctor before starting this drink. Ginger, turmeric, and beetroot all have natural blood thinning effects of their own, and the combination could be too strong. If you suffer from kidney stones, be cautious with the beetroot. Beets are naturally high in oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation in some people. If you take daily blood pressure medication, know that this drink will naturally lower your blood pressure. Keep an eye on your numbers, and when you first start out, just make half the recipe for the first few days to give your stomach a chance to adjust to the raw ingredients. This is not just about feeling warmer and more comfortable on a cold morning, although that matters too. This is about actively protecting yourself from the serious complications that come with untreated poor circulation. Blood clots, strokes, loss of independence. You deserve to feel warm. You deserve to move through your day without pain, and you deserve real answers, not just a prescription and a pat on the back. So tell me in the comments, are you going to try making this drink tomorrow morning? I read every single comment, and I love hearing from this community. If this video helped you today, please share it with a friend or family member over 60 who is quietly dealing with painful circulation issues. Your decision to hit that share button could genuinely change someone's quality of life. Hit the like button, subscribe for more natural health solutions designed specifically for seniors, and I will see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. You absolutely deserve it.